Good evening, everyone. I call the City Council meeting for October 12th, 2022 to order. A lot of things going on around here or the state, the world, so take a moment of silence to think about and whatever it is you are concerned about. Thank you. Alderman Condon will please lead us all in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Alderman Condon. Mr. Krupp, our Deputy City Clerk, if you'd be kind enough to call the roll for tonight.
Dunn.
Here.
Kelly. McGinnis.
Here.
Lee.
Here.
Grip.
Here.
Condon.
Here.
Cornett.
Here.
Dickman.
Here.
Jobson.
Here.
And Ortiz.
Here.
9 present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. So again, good evening to everyone. As we begin the meeting of the City Council, I'd like to welcome everybody in attendance and anybody who's watching through any particular electronic device. We respectfully welcome your comments and opinions, but please keep in mind that as you share your thoughts, you're sharing them with all your fellow Davenporters and anybody throughout the region. We are happy you're participating in your city government, but please ask that your participation reflect the common desire we all share to make Davenport a better place for everyone. Especially for the folks in here, a little reminder, please put your cell phone on silent or turn it off simply so it doesn't get in the way of anybody talking. If you want to address the council, please come to the podium. The microphone's above you. Please address us as one body, not as any individual. You'll have 5 minutes. We'll be respectful of you. Please be respectful of us. Thank you. Will an alderman move approval of the City Council meeting minutes for September 28th, 2022?
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Very good. City Administrator Spiegel, anything for us tonight?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Very good. Will an alderman please move approval of the report of the Committee of the Whole for October 5th, 2022?
Move the report.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So we have 6 appointments and 1 proclamation. I'll read the appointments together and then ask for a motion to approve. Appointments. First, to the Civil Rights Commission, Ethelene Boyd's a reappointment. Michael Gusser's a reappointment. Jeff Translew's a reappointment. Combined Construction Code Board of Appeals, Stephen Duncan's a reappointment. Gary Gibney's a reappointment. And the River Improvement Commission, Victoria Kenninger, new appointment via the 3rd Ward. Is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. We have 1 proclamation, the National Code Compliance Month, October 22, 2022. Alderman Jobson read. Alderman Jobson, please.
Whereas code enforcement officers strive to provide safety and welfare to citizens in our community through the enforcement of local codes and ordinances related to building, zoning, housing, and environmental health and life safety, and whereas code enforcement officers are dedicated and highly trained professionals who share the goals of preventing neighborhood deterioration, enhancing and ensuring safety, and preserving property values through knowledge and application of housing, zoning, and nuisance codes and ordinance. And whereas code enforcement officers have a highly visible and challenging role in our community and are frequently called upon to provide quality service and excellence to Davenport's residents and businesses. And whereas the City of Davenport appreciates the hard work and dedication of our code enforcement officers and recognize the value each of them brings to our community. And now, therefore, we, Mike Mattson, Mayor, and the City Council of Davenport, Iowa, do hereby proclaim October 2022 as National Code Compliance Month in Davenport and encourage all residents to join us in recognizing and showing appreciation to the dedicated individuals who serve as our code enforcement professionals. Dated this 12th day of October 2022. I move the proclamation.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Proclamation is passed, and here to accept is Director of Development and Neighborhood Services, Rich Oswald.
Just on behalf of the Development Neighborhood Services staff, I'd like to thank the mayor and council for their continued support, and also the police and fire department for their continued support in what we do too. So, thank you.
We have 4 presentations this evening. Fire Department swearing in, Summer Reading Program, Community Excellence Award, and MetroNet. I'll meet the chief at the podium, or I'll be close to the podium, and Chief, you do your thing, and we'll swear on these wonderful officers first.
Good evening. As the mayor said, my name is Mike Carlston. I'm the fire chief at Davenport Fire Department. Tonight's a special night for the Davenport Fire Department and for the city of Davenport. This is an opportunity for me to introduce our 3 newest firefighters to the city council and to our community, and allow Mayor Madsen the privilege of officially swearing them in to their new positions. This is a special moment for these young men as they make a formal pledge to protect and serve our citizens, and they are officially welcomed into the Davenport Fire Department family. But more important is the fact that we get to share this moment with their own families. For these young men are sons, husbands, and fathers to the people that have supported them throughout the process and will continue to support them throughout their careers. These 3 young firefighters started with the city of Davenport in April. They've attended an 8-week in-house training program and achieved various state certifications and gained the experience needed to be assigned to a 24-hour shift. And tonight is an opportunity for their families to celebrate and share with their accomplishments. Now it's my privilege to introduce our newest firefighters. I'd like to call up Evan Watts and his family. Firefighter Evan Watts grew up in Baileyville, Illinois. After high school, Evan joined the United States Navy and left the Navy in 2016. Upon his return home, Evan joined the local volunteer fire department where he fell in love with the fire service. In 2019, Evan moved to the Quad Cities and began working with Genesis Ambulance. He will obtain his EMT certification in December and hopes to continue with paramedic classes next fall. Evan enjoys many outside activities such as hiking, running, and spending time with his friends and family. His father, Jason, will be pinning his badge on. Family, if you want to step over here behind me, and we'll let Evan be sworn in by the mayor.
All right, I state your name.
I, Evan Watts,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a firefighter
discharge all the duties of a firefighter
of the City of Davenport,
of the city of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
state of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
as now or hereafter
required by law.
required by
You're
law.
a firefighter.
Do you want to step in for a picture?
Yeah, they're in close. Please, sir.
Congratulations. Next, I'd like to call up Casey Smith. Casey Smith was born in Davenport, Iowa. After graduation from high school, he wrestled for Augustana College and then joined the Iowa Army National Guard. Casey has his Firefighter 1 and his hazmat certification and is currently working on his EMT. He enjoys playing video games and target shooting in his free time, and his wife, Anna Lee, will be pinning his badge on him tonight.
Raise your hand. I state your name.
I, Casey Smith,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a firefighter
discharge all the duties of a firefighter
of the City of Davenport,
of the City of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
as now or hereafter
required by law.
required by law.
You're a firefighter.
Congratulations. Next, I'd like to call up Asa Poole. Asa was born and raised in Rock Island, Illinois. After high school, Asa enlisted in the United States Marine Corps and served the entirety of his contract attached to the Rock Island Arsenal. He has been married for 6 years to his wife, Courtney, and they have 2 daughters, Adeline and Eloise. Adeline is 6 and Eloise is 3. Asa is a licensed EMT and is working on additional state certifications. In his free time, he enjoys family activities with his girls, hunting, spending time boating on Fry Lake, and his wife, Courtney, will be pinning his badge on tonight with the assistance of his 2 daughters.
Ready? All right. I state your name.
I, Asa Poole,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and the Constitution of the State of Iowa,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
and impartially,
and impartially,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
discharge all the duties of a firefighter
discharge all the duties of a firefighter
of the City of Davenport,
of the City of Davenport,
County of Scott,
County of Scott,
State of Iowa,
State of Iowa,
as now or hereafter
as now or hereafter
required by law.
required by
You're
law.
a firefighter.
All right, one more.
And again, I'd like to thank Mayor Mattson and the City Council for your continued support of the fire department. It's always a great joy to be able to introduce our new firefighters, and this wouldn't happen without your support. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. One more round. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is recognize the summer reading program winners. So annually, the Davenport Public Library, I'll pause a second. If the families and firefighters want to go ahead and go, instead of stay for the rest of the meeting. Okay. No. Cool. Okay. Annually, Davenport Public Library offers a summer reading program to encourage children to read over the summer to prevent the summer reading lost slide. They use the library and develop the habit of reading. This summer, 2,223 young folks participated in the summer reading at the library. 1,765 of those participants were children. The library also holds a competition among Davenport public and private schools to see which school has the highest rate of participation. This year's public school winner is Hayes Elementary, with over 36% of their students participating, even beating out the closest competitor by over 13%. This year's private school winner is Trinity Lutheran School, with 21% of students participating. Both schools will receive a trophy and $1,000 in new books for their school library. Mr. Emming and Emily Simpow will meet me at the podium and we'll do these presentations.
So, do we have anyone here from Trinity?
Come on up, come on, a bunch. Congratulations. Congratulations. Awesome, thank you for coming. Slide over there. Yep, this way, this way. You guys.
All right, who wants to accept the trophy? Who's it gonna be? You. All right, come on up. They're gonna wanna take a picture.
Anybody want to say anything? All right, we'll take a picture. Congratulations, kids.
Yeah,
This is
congratulations.
great. Let's give them applause.
We're gonna have everyone together and say cheese. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Good job, Trinity. Anybody want to say anything?
I'm the librarian, so
Good.
congrats and good job and keep reading.
All right. Good seeing you, dude.
I'll deliver your books this week.
Nice job.
Yes,
No,
really,
take it with
just
you.
take it to school.
That's right.
And Hayes, I know Mr. Goddard and
come
Ms.
on up.
Couch are here.
Yeah. Whoa, good.
Excellent.
Yes. Congratulations.
You did try, see? You tried. Yeah, trophy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have you lower the yeah, so it's not in front of your face.
Here,
Anybody else?
Chris, you wanna come over? You wanna set your kiddos? There we go.
Oh my goodness. All right,
Sorry.
ready? 1, 2, 3. And let the parents get some.
Anybody want to say?
Yeah, I will. My name's James Goddard. I'm the principal of Hayes Elementary, and I just really appreciate everything Emily does for our school, for all the Davenport community schools. We did a kickoff in June, right? And it was a dunk tank. I was in the dunk tank. It was a much more pleasurable experience than being dunked in ice cold water. What's that?
Next year, next summer.
But thank you so much to the continued support of the city for the Davenport Public Library. Thank you so much for the Davenport Public Library. Continued commitment to the Davenport Community Schools. So
Thank you. We love nothing more than working with the schools, so. No, I wrote all the stuff you said.
One more round for the reading team.
Again, I'll pause and let them clear out. Number one indicator of success is reading when you're young. Okay, next one, Mayor's Community Excellence Award for October 2022 is the Quad City Veterans Outreach Center. So celebrating their 6-year anniversary on November 19th, actually, 2022, the Quad City Veteran Outreach Center is a center focused on assisting and providing support services to our community veterans. The center currently has 2,108 veterans registered for service. That's quite a big deal. The Quad City Veterans Outreach Center is a nonprofit organization that operates on donations from generous businesses and citizens in the Quad Cities and surrounding area. Located at 2720 West Locust Street, kind of across from the fair, the Quad City Veterans Outreach Center offers a portfolio of support services designed to meet the needs of both veterans and their families. All the programming is provided free of charge. The offered programming includes, but is not limited to, food pantry services, job placement assistance, housing assistance, and benefit counseling. Upcoming events at the center include a November-December food drive through a food basket giveaway and and a low-cost pet vaccination clinic. Additional details on these events can be found, of course, on their center's website. And Lola Vandewelle, the founder and director, and everybody else associated with the Veteran Center and the board, I'll meet you at the podium.
So on behalf of the city of Davenport,
City Council Mayor, the wonderful work you guys do, remember where you went from to where you are now. It's so outstanding that we have you in our community, in our city. So proud to know you, so proud to know the work you do. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please say.
I want to thank you all. We're so honored to receive this award tonight. The ability for myself, our advisory board, and all our volunteers to be in this community, the way you support the veterans, the city, many of you I know from being at the center and working with us. We're very proud to be a part of Davenport, and we thank you for this award, and we invite everybody to come to the center, see what we do, shake hands with a few of our veterans. I was proud tonight to see that all of our firefighters were all military. It was amazing. Mayor Mattson was our alderman back when we started 6 years ago, and we went from 35 veterans to over 2,000 fairly quickly. But we love and we're blessed every day to do this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, one more. Metronet, Gigabit City Recognition. So Metronet's here to let us know that we're, don't want to steal your thunder, but we're a gigabit, but I think there's a particular piece that we're a gigabit city. And so if you want to, ma'am,
Sure.
share particulars, and then I'll just come down and meet you when you're.
Thank you. Mayor Mattson, members of council, and city staff. My name is Kathy Scheller, and I'm the Director of Legislative and External Affairs for Metronet, the fastest growing privately held fiber optic company in the nation, serving over 250 communities and constructing in 250 communities in 16 states, including Iowa. Personally, it brings me a lot of joy to come back here and be able to present this award to the city. Several years ago, I came to Davenport. I was the first one from our organization to come here. In my role, I wanted to make sure that the residents and businesses alike in Davenport had access to our world-class fiber optics. Thanks to the foresight of city staff, as well as the elected leadership, we are here today and are prepared to make this announcement. Due to the great penetration that we have here, people are really taking advantage of our service. And based on that, the majority of the homes and businesses, as defined by the U.S. Census Bureau, have fiber optics that passes them. I am pleased to announce tonight that Davenport is our first Iowa gigabit city powered by Metronet, and we're very pleased about that. We look forward to continuing to be a part of the city, being part of the community. We look forward to the impact that fiber optics continues to make in all of our lives. We are very, very pleased to be here to do that. Bettendorf is coming up in a couple of weeks, but right now, Davenport is the first one in the state of Iowa. So thank you so much for all of your support and everyone that has worked with us on this project. And we continue to enjoy being a part of the city of Davenport. Thank you. Mayor, when you come up, please.
thank you.
And then this is
City Manager.
yes. Corey.
It says as she's coming up, certification as a certified gigabit city.
This is perfect. This is wonderful.
So if I could ask,
Absolutely.
privilege, council, if you'd stand up and get close, and we'll all go around in front of you so we can take a big full
Absolutely.
picture, if that's
Absolutely.
okay.
Yes, this has come full circle, Corey, hasn't it?
Council kind of gathered in.
Yes.
Here, you'll let us know if you can see everybody here.
Yep, Alderman Jobson will be, that's the last I'll be able to fit in there. Alderman Condon, can you step that way, then have everyone step that way, a couple steps? Yep. Perfect. Yep, and I can see faces. All right, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna take one with the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for that.
A couple years ago, didn't know what gigabit was, so. Okay, now we'll move on to petitions and communications. Any of my fellow, Alderwoman McGinnis.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. A couple of things tonight. First, the third ward meeting will be Monday, October 17th at 6:30 p.m. right here in council chambers. Our guest will be Neighborhood Services Manager Rich Oswald. We're going to be talking about the difference in what's an RD order, how we deal with vacant and abandoned properties, and that's all his bailiwick. We also last summer passed an ordinance restricting some things that can park on the street, and we'll be talking about what those new restrictions are. And then there was a lot of conversation last summer about we had some issues with some less than stellar landlords. We had to close some properties. There was a danger of closing some other properties. And so we're going to get an update on that and see kind of where we are with all those things in our city and any question people have about rentals. So that is, again, Monday, October 17th at 6:30 p.m. right here in the council chambers. And then I have a really special event to announce on behalf of Junior Theater. Judy Moody and Stink in the Mad, 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 Mad Treasure Hunt. It's a play by Allison Gregory based on the book series by Megan McDonald. These are our great junior actors. It'll be Saturday and Sunday, two weekends, Saturday and Sunday, October 15th and 16th, and then October 22nd and 23rd. Leave your doubloons at home. These are free performances, and you can get the times. There's two shows on Saturdays and one on Sundays, and the times there at davenportjuniortheater.org. Come out and celebrate our great young talent, and Your Honor.
I don't really know how to respond to that, but okay. Alderman Cornett.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Art to you. We are having this 8th Ward and the 7th Ward are having a joint town hall meeting at Eastern Library tomorrow night at 6. So everybody come. Our guest will be the Iowa American Water Company. So everybody come. All are welcome.
Thank you, Alderman Cornett. Go get hydrated. Alderwoman Lee.
Thank you very much. And I would also like to express my gratitude to Alderman Cornett and the 7th Ward for being happy to meet together. And and it should be very interesting. I invite everyone to come. There's a lot of issues going on with water. If you'd like to know how we take the water out of the Mississippi and make it drinkable, that's always fascinating to me. The other thing I'd like to say is I'm very happy about all the people that are willing to serve on the commissions and come back and do it again. That's very impressive to me that people are that happy to serve the city for free. And we really appreciate their service. And the last thing I want to say is the weather is gorgeous. The leaves are starting to change. Go out and take advantage of the parks. It's just wonderful right now, and I can't encourage you enough to go out, and you'll come back with a better attitude. I have. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Alderman Lee. Anyone else? Very good. Okay, we'll move to items on discussion agenda. The first one is a second consideration, ordinance for case REZ 22-04, being the request of SCI Iowa Funeral Services to establish a planned unit development at 1200 East 39th Street to grant an exception to allow for a reception facility under the SOS Open Space District. The Committee of the Whole recommends suspension of the rules for passage of third, but we'll do second first. Is there any public with comment? Seeing none, will an alderman move second consideration? Motion and a second. Any discussion from any alder folks? Seeing none, Brian, please call roll on second consideration.
Lee,
Yes.
Dickman,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Ortez,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes.
Grip,
Yes.
Cornett, Jobson,
Yes.
and McGinnis.
Yes.
9 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. Second consideration passes. So now committee of the whole recommends suspension. Is there a motion for suspension of the rules? Motion and a second. Brian, please roll call on suspension of the rules.
Jobson,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Kelly, I'm sorry, he's absent. McGinnis,
Yes.
Cornett,
Yes.
Ortez,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes.
Dickman,
Yes.
Grip,
Yes.
and Dunn.
Yes.
9 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. The rules are suspended. So is there a motion for passage of third consideration? Motion and a second. Brian, roll call for third consideration.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Grip,
Yes.
Jobson,
Yes.
Dickman,
Yes.
Ortez,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
and Cornett.
Yes.
9 yeses, Your Honor.
Okay, that ordinance is adopted. Next item, is there a motion for approval of all items in consent? I understand Alderman Grip would like to take one off for discussion.
Yep, thank you, Your Honor. Just really quick, I want to take number 1 off, which is the second consideration ordinance expanding the boundaries of the Central City and Northern Urban Revitalization areas. So I just wanted to make mention, I meant to do this last week, that potentially there's going to be an amendment to the boundaries related to the Eastern Iowa Industrial Center. And that I'm probably going to make that amendment, motion to amend during the committee of the whole next week. And if I do make that motion, I'll have Bruce come up and explain what that motion is. So just wanted to give everybody a heads up. Sorry I didn't do it last week. And it can go back on to consent. Thank you.
Very good. That's back on. So is there a motion for all items on consent?
Second?
Okay, motion and a second. I'm sorry. Roll call, please.
Jobson,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Dickman,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Grip,
Yes.
Cornett,
Yes.
and Ortez.
Yes.
9 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. Consent's approved. Next item, is there any other ordinances, resolutions, or motions? There are none tonight. Is there any public with business other than what was on the agenda? Very good. Again, name, order, address. If you're not here, we'd love to know where you're from, and you'll have 5 minutes. Thank you.
Ron Swiner, Davenport, Eldridge now, Rock Island, Atumwa. I took a week off because I had to cool off a little bit, but I want to make some comments on what was spoken about the one-way vote. I appreciate the council that spoke up to try and give us, the voters, more information. I truly do. I'm very saddened by the vote, but it is what it is. But I don't think it was a true vote because, in my opinion, if someone buys a piece of property, decides to put a business and a resident there, that is a conflict of interest, and I respect the other council people that have done that. But in my book, common sense says that was a conflict. So I've spoken to many people about it. They're as upset as I am. You know, we're supposed to be an open and how's that open? You know, to set and say that didn't have a choice. Yes, you had a choice. You decided to purchase property. So I bring it for the council for the record. I know nothing's going to be done about it, but I've spoke for many. And I do thank the ones that spoke for the thousands that said no, to try and give them more information. But I believe in listening, this is going to escalate because you talked about public safety. Other cities have spent a lot of money. They've had to redesign. So the cost, who's going to suffer from this? We don't know exactly how many downtown people wanted this. You know, thousands from the city did not. And who's going to be caught up when year down the road, when we finally have a plan for this, and this council comes before your constituents and say, we need 5 million more, 10 million more. Because no one knows. We got some numbers. Are they true and factual? Maybe. But I believe what was said. You can't fix this with paint and signage. We didn't get approval from DOT. We don't even know if it can be done or what the cost is. What if it's $10 million per intersection? Who's going to pay for it? Us, the taxpayers. So I'm very disappointed in this council. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, seeing no one else, are there any reports of city officials? Ms. Spiegel. Okay, I'll announce we're now going to go into an executive session. So, assuming we vote for it, will an alderman move to go into executive session to discuss strategy for upcoming labor negotiations with the city's organized employees pursuant to Iowa Code Section 20.17?
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn to executive session. Before I ask to call the roll, just so everybody knows, we will exit from them or adjourn from there. We're not coming back here. So, having said that, Mr. Krupp, and I'd ask the council folks to please move there expeditiously. Roll call. Second floor always.
Dunn,
Yes.
Condon,
Yes.
Cornett,
Yes.
McGinnis,
Yes.
Dickman,
Yes.
Jobson.
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Ortez,
Yes.
and Grip.
Yes.
9 yeses, Your Honor.
Very good. See you up there.